Lou. Yeah.
All right.
Hit it, Lou.
Welcome to the Healthy Brotherhood. We are here in full effect, and I have my brother JT Hale from the ATL, and I'm Lucier Boy from the DET. What up, though?
What up, though? And our
Sir.
special guest, brother Lamar Cousin from the Charlotte chapter. Welcome back, Lamar. We just had you on here, what, a couple
It's
episodes ago.
good. What's that?
And we just had you on here a few episodes ago, seems like. So
Yes, sir.
talking
Shenandoah.
about
Yeah, we did the
Shenandoah
damn
Valley,
thing.
which I was
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes, sir.
Lucier was there. All three of us were there, man. And we had a great time up there in Shenandoah Valley doing that vacation races, half marathon. Boy, I'm gonna tell you, hills, man.
Lied.
Hills and hills.
They
I
said
was
it
like,
was
no damn
hills.
rolling hills. That was a mountain.
Yeah, yeah. But it was a great event overall. Enjoyed it Thursday through Sunday. Had to leave Saturday, but it was a great, meet and greet. Time with Philip Tucker, the shakeout run, everything, man. It was really cool. So for you brothers who missed it, you missed out again. However, last regional race is coming up in 11 days. No, about 2 weeks. A little less than
Yeah,
2 weeks in
yeah.
Baltimore. The Baltimore Running Festival. I think registration may still be open. So for you brothers that on the fence about that, go ahead and register and hit this last regional meetup. Captain Maurice Jenkins is going to show out. He's ready for you. We are here to talk about the 2025 Selma to Montgomery 51-mile relay. And for those who have participated before, there's a factor of a deadline that must be met. And we'll start with that, Lamar.
I appreciate that. Yeah, a lot of people are like, damn, this thing ain't till March. Why we chopping it up so early?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's critical, critical. If you want that BMR bling for Selma, this ain't it. It's gonna be something brand new. You and your team have to be registered by November 10th of this year. Not just the captains. The captains are responsible for paying for the teams and saying, yeah, we're gonna have this team, but everybody underneath that team has to be added on and registered, and it prompts you to ask, are you a part of an additional organization, BMR, BGR, Latinos Run, etc., etc.? You have to make that designation before November 10th.
Right.
If not, you're not guaranteed that BMR medal. You're guaranteed the regular event medal, but you're not guaranteed the BMR medal. So we want to make sure that we get this information out to everybody before that November 10th deadline.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And if you have not registered by November 10th, do not come to the table asking for a BMR medal because you won't be on the list. We have to go by the list. Point blank, period. And I'm sure it'll be a very nice medal for next year. As next year is the 60th anniversary. Is that correct, Lamar?
Yes, sir. 60th anniversary of Bloody Sunday, 51 miles from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama. And there's just so many different things that comes in terms of Black history that are involved with this race. And I know we're going to chop it up. We're going to talk about some of those opportunities to get some of that history, that background a little bit later. But this is historic, man.
Yes.
Keeping it 100. I had some of my brothers who did it in 2023, and I saw the medals and I saw the look in their face, and I was like, I'm in. Honestly, I had my team registered. I had my accommodations and everything done in June of 2023 for a race that didn't occur until March of 2024. We were that committed. So yeah, and that was the 59th. I didn't realize it was the 59th. With this being the 60th, don't have that FOMO.
So expecting an even bigger turnout for next year because it is the 60th anniversary, historic. And for those who have not participated in the relay race before, we are in Montgomery for the weekend. The race actually starts in Selma at the Edmund Pettus Bridge. That is where the march started 60 years ago. And they marched from there all the way to 51 miles to Montgomery, Alabama, to the state capitol. And that is where you finish, in front of the state capitol. Thus the route. It's different legs of distance. I'm still not clear on the significance of the distance. Does anybody know if there's a significance to the distances? Because it's not all evenly divided up.
That's a great question. And that's something I can probably ask. And speaking of which, we've had curators there's quite a few civil rights museums, as you would imagine, in the city of Montgomery that have reached out to us, and they're welcoming us with open arms. And, great question, JT. And I appreciate that. I'm actually going to ask that. But, just to tag on to where you're saying, well, we start the Edmund Pettus Bridge, and just saying it, and I'm thinking back to it now, it's dark and it's just the energy level, man. If you didn't see the pictures, I mean, keeping it a buck, I mean, it's choking me up right now just thinking about that energy, because we're calling everybody like, oh, group pick, BMR, this is who we are, BMR. We're yelling everything out, and I remember the D was strong up in there. They had their flag for wave. It was a bunch of other chapters, but the D stood out for me. Lucia, I know you was down there, but there was a bunch of us, and I was like, yo, we all getting the group pick. I don't give a damn what chapter you from. We all BMR. We gonna get this pick. If you have never done this race, you have to be at the start. You have to be at the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Trust me when I say, if it's not now, it will be a bucket list item. You will never regret it. You will never regret it. The feels about that whole energy. Any movie you see about MLK, Rosa Parks, those kind of things, they incorporate the Edmund Pettus Bridge in its march.
Right.
And with it being the 60th anniversary of Bloody Sunday, bruh, don't miss out. Don't miss out. Get that experience.
And so 3 years in, I have yet to be at the Edmund Pettus Bridge because I'm at the finish handing out finisher medals. So maybe next year I get to, we'll see.
Can I expound on that, on the bridge? That bridge it's just powerful, man. It just seems like when we're there, and if you know who the bridge is named after, and we're having a party on top of my man, and it's like we just enjoying ourselves, all these free African American men just running all over the place, taking selfies with each other, and then we dancing at the bottom of the bridge. The bottom of the bridge, you got a live DJ at the bottom of the bridge, and he putting it down, man. I don't know where y'all got that cat from, but he playing all the jams back to back to back. People doing the hustle at the starting line. How many starting lines do you know that they getting it in at the starting line, and you forget you gotta run, and you running at the starting line, feel like.
Wow. Sounds like a party.
Thankfully, that first leg is only 4.3 because that adrenaline rush, man. Look, I made the mistake and said I'm gonna run the second lowest distance, because my wife was on our team, my queen. She gets the shortest one, so she got the last one, which is only 3. If I had to do it all again, ain't no way in hell I'm doing anything but the first one, because that adrenaline rush with everybody at the start, with Luke talking about the DJ, the dancing, the hype, everything. Every team is there. It's you can't explain it. You really cannot explain. I can talk to you about it, but you got to experience.
Got to
No
experience.
question. It was hype.
I feel you. Some things you just got to experience for yourself. Y'all know. So speaking of Montgomery, Selma, 2025, information on hotels. Lamar, you got anything on hotels?
I do actually. They really stepped it up because anybody who knows me knows I'm the most frugal brother out there. I ain't cheap, I ain't cheap.
Mhm.
I'm frugal. I got to make sure I keep my pockets, as much as I can, what I need to do. But they did their thing this year. I think last year we had 3 hotels. This year we got 5. We got 5 different hotels. And for
Wow.
those of you who are like, it might be a little bit more, it might be this, it might be that. Here's the thing to consider. Your team is out there for 51 miles. That's damn near 2 marathons. 2
Mhm.
marathons. So it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. So you might find a cheaper hotel 15, 20 miles out. I get that, but understand at the end of that long day for that double marathon, basically, you want to be done. You want to be done, finished, and done. So they got 5 hotels that are closer to the finish line. And again, I'm just gonna say it just like I did, for Shenandoah. I ain't gonna give you everything on the podcast. I'm gonna put a little something in my back pocket to hold,
Okay.
but next all hands meeting, that we talk about, for this, I'm gonna try to give out a little bit more secrets. I'm gonna give out some things, but they got 5 hotels that's
Okay.
on the registration site that
Mhm.
they give you links and it says this is what the cost is, this is where the hotel is. So some of those hotels are literally walking distance from the finish line.
And
So
that's
that's
what you
something
want.
that you might be interested in. It might
Mhm.
be worth the extra $20-$30 a night in order for you to do that. There's benefits to that. So just understand it's going to be a long day. Don't think about your leg like, oh, the longest legs were like 8.6 miles. Oh, I'm only doing 8.6. I'm used to doing a half marathon. Think about the whole day, bruh. Think
Mhm.
about the whole day and how much you, at the end of the day, you're like, I just want to go to my room, get my shower, get my eat on, get my drink on, or whatever like that. So you may want to take advantage of those 5 hotels that they have in the close proximity
Mhm.
of the finish line.
Especially those in walking distance,
Boom.
because you're out there until your team actually crosses that finish line. That's what's up. Um, I know they have, we were talking earlier, the Rosa Parks Museum in
Yeah,
Montgomery.
yeah, and I give credit to COO Brian Castleberry, my guy, head of partnerships. He linked me up with one of the sisters who is one of the curators for the Rosa Parks Museum. She reached out to us and said, we would love Black Man Run to come to the Rosa Parks Museum for a tour. She was even saying, we're closed on Sundays, knowing that you have the race on Saturday. We're willing to open just for Black Man Run on Sunday. And I reached out to her and she immediately responded. So we're working on something actively that we're going to have a tour with them. We're not going to do it on Sunday. We're looking at doing something Friday afternoon because we know everybody is coming in at some point on Friday because you got to get your packet. You need to get there a day early in order for the race or whatever. But it's such a huge blessing because, and one of the things that she educated me on, which I didn't know, is the Rosa Parks Museum is 2 museums. There's one side and there's a second side, and there's actually 2 separate admissions. And based off of what she was saying, she's giving us a group rate. So there's going to be more of that information down the line. At this point, we're not ready to share, what the cost is and
Okay.
how we're going to handle that. But trust and believe, I reassured her based off of emails and other communications, we're
Mhm.
going to be there in force on Friday afternoon. So
Mhm.
we're going to get that facility up and running, and it's going to take a couple hours, in order to go through both sides of the museum. And
Mhm.
for me, it's fuel for the soul. It's fuel for the soul. So It's to get everybody prepared for why you're running, what you're running on Saturday. What is the meaning of Bloody Sunday? You're only going to get a small part based off of Sister Rosa Parks, for that museum. So we're looking forward to, that partnership with them.
I think that's great to be able to see that before the race and carry that, what you've seen, what you experienced through the museum with you Saturday morning up to that Edmund Pettus Bridge, and just let all of that overwhelm you. Carry that with you along the course. We highly encourage everyone, if you can, to come into Montgomery on Thursday evening. That way you wake up refreshed on Friday. You got the whole day. You're not rushed. You're not pressed. You can do the museum. You can grab something to eat. Meet and greet will be that Friday at the expo. So consider doing that if you can, guys. If not, hey, Friday morning is the next best thing. Definitely Friday morning. Not Friday evening, because you'll miss a lot. You definitely will miss a lot. And for anybody who is doing the ultra, because we did have two brothers this year, Brother Philip Tucker, y'all know Philip Tucker, Knoxville captain, our mental health first aid awareness guru, I like to call him, and out of Nashville chapter, Bill McCleskey. They were on a prior episode of the podcast talking about their experience doing the entire 51 miles. So if any one of you brothers are planning on doing the entire 51, please let us know, because I didn't find out until the end of the race. I'm glad I found out then. But yeah, please definitely let us know. Because we would
We have
love
about
to.
3 of them from Detroit coming.
Okay, ultras.
Ultras doing it by themselves.
Wow. Okay, you definitely let me know who those are. I'm sorry, I want to talk to them before and after.
Yeah, we have one that just did a 100K, which is a 62-mile race.
Wow.
Ooh-wee.
And then
Wow.
the other one he's ran 50Ks. So
Wow. When I tell you I saw Philip at the end, he had just finished. Dude looked like he had just taken a walk in the park.
Wow.
I don't know how. But I was like, you did what? I was amazed, man. And it is an amazing thing. I mean, hell, doing a marathon is an amazing thing. You're basically talking short of 2 marathons. So
I'm glad you mentioned that, because this is my shameless plug for those. And again, life be life,
life be life.
we know that of everybody. All of us have had our seasons where things didn't go quite the way we did. If you can't make Selma, there is a virtual option. And here's my twist. And y'all ain't heard this from me. But here's what I'm doing. I signed up for the virtual, all 51 miles. I ain't doing all 51. I'm doing a virtual team. That's right. You heard it. It's not listed on there.
Okay.
I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain how you can do a virtual team and how this needs to go. So if you sign up for the virtual, you're committed to 51 miles. So in my case, I'm not doing all 51 miles. I'm going to recruit 8 other people that I'm going to do just like I would do for a relay. While I'm going to be there, I'm not going to be racing. I'm going to be the BMR representative, but I'm going to get 8 other people, and I'm going to say, okay, you got legs, blah, 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 blah. You got these other 8 legs. I'm going to run this one leg. Because in the end, what are they looking for? They're looking for your total distance, and it's on the honor system. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. We're not cheating the system.
Right.
But it's opportunity for those who can't make Montgomery, Selma to Montgomery, in order to participate. And yes, you do get the BMR medal if you do the virtual. So why not do a virtual team if you're in a chapter and you're like, we can't go, do a virtual. It's $60 per person. There is not an option that says a virtual team. So let me be clear on that. There is not an option to do a virtual team. So what you must do is all 9 of you must sign up as virtual participants, and you assign.
Lamar froze up.
Yeah, I see that.
Let's give it a second. Froze up, Lamar.
Yep, I saw that.
Oh, there you go.
All right, I saw it. So let me repeat. Yep, sorry about that. I think we.
That's all right.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I got a little. So let me repeat that. So for those of you who want to do a virtual option, it's on the honor system. Get all your other people signed up individually.
Mm-hmm.
It's $60 per person. And then what you want to do is assign the legs out, and I will give out what the legs and their distance are, and then you compile those, and it tells you how to complete that information. That's an awesome way for you to compete. Not compete because you're not eligible for any prizes, but it's an awesome way for you to participate
Mm-hmm.
in the 60th anniversary of that. And hey, if you got questions, I'm always available. You got my BMR email.
I'm glad you mentioned that, man. That is a great option. That's an excellent option. Virtual team. Who would have thought?
We making it new. We making it new.
Appreciate it, man. So we covered a lot. We definitely covered the registration deadline. I can't emphasize that enough. November 10th, guys. Let me repeat, November 10th, if you want that BMR medal. 60th anniversary of Selma, Bloody Sunday. We covered hotels, covered activities, and Lamar is holding back on something. So, he likes the element of surprise. As he said, he ain't gonna give it all away.
No, sir. No, sir.
That's cool. That's cool. So how was your planning for this, Lamar, compared to your planning for Shenandoah? Coming off of that, I would imagine this was a breeze, or not.
If I'm keeping it a buck, man, I really
Just
didn't
us.
go full Selma until we finished Shenandoah. Shenandoah was such a blast. We had such an awesome time. You were there, Lucire was there. I mean, so many people were there, man. It was such an awesome time. It's hard for me to compare that, but I'm once I got back, I'm like I'm full Selma. I'm full Selma.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that we haven't talked about yet is our cyclists.
Yes.
We've got BMR cycle gear
Mm-hmm.
that you can get within 2 weeks. And for those of you who ain't cyclists like myself, that windbreaker is dope as hell.
Yeah.
Yo, I had to get that joint. So, that's another subject. But look, if we're talking about cyclists, you have 2 options. You can cycle all 51. Actually, both of them, you can cycle all 51. But if you need, like, all right, they have a service where they will take your bike and bring it to the starting line.
Right.
And
You
get
don't have
you
to worry
set.
about getting it there. You just have to get yourself there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a little additional cost in order to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can do that. So those who want to cycle, you can get that done. You can cycle it. Again, for the teams, we talked about a teams of 9, but I keep it at a buck. You can do all 51 if you want. God bless you, Captain Phil Tucker. That dude's a monster. He's
Bill
a
McCleskey.
monster for doing all 51. And anybody else, monster. But you can do a team of 2. You can do a team of 2 all the way up to 9. So we've got a team in Charlotte who's doing a team of 4. So that's basically everybody's doing a half. All 4 guys are basically doing a half in order to make up, that distance there. So don't feel like, oh man, we're missing, this many or that many or whatever. Because I know we've had some other brothers who are like, we would like to get a team of whatever, 9, and we're missing a few dudes. Some dudes might need to run two legs. I mean, but again, life happens. We've had teams where last minute somebody had to bow out for whatever reason. Don't be afraid nor take a second leg. I mean, it's long run Saturday, baby. This race is held on a Saturday. So,
Yeah.
sometimes you got to take that extra leg. I ain't there no more, but it might be that. But there's a lot of different options. And again, this is the first race that DMR is supporting for 2025. The first race.
The
So
first one.
we want to show up and show out.
Definitely. It's a great way to kick off another year of regional races, which we're doing in 2025. So if you're not sure you can attend any of the other regionals, we haven't designated which ones they are yet, but start off with this one.
We had 2 guys on my team that did it twice, that did 2 legs.
Yeah. Yeah. So however you want to divide it up. And it doesn't have to be a guy from your chapter. If it's somebody else from another chapter looking to be on the team, let it be known that, hey, we need one more guy. They can join your team.
Yeah, we had Sean from.
Go ahead, Lou. My bad.
We had Sean join our team from where's Sean from? I think
Birmingham,
New Orleans.
Sean Thurman.
From New Orleans.
Oh, from New Orleans. Oh, Jones, I think. I can't remember his
I forget
last name.
Sean's last name, tell you the truth. I have to look on FB to see.
Yeah.
But he's always posting. He posted a whole lot.
Oh, Darrensburg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our runner of the year for 2023. Sean Darren. Shout out to Sean. He's a beast.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Let it do. So yeah, you can definitely do that. You're not just limited to the guys in your chapter. So work it out, get signed up, get registered, pay your fees, get your little shirts together, get ready to do this thing. Try to come in on Thursday. If you can't come in Thursday, be there Friday morning so you can partake in the activities for Friday. So it's really a great time. And just like any other regional meetup, it's awesome to be able to, meet up with brothers from the other chapters. Some you haven't met before, but you may have connected with on social media. Some you've met before, but you haven't seen in a while. So it's a chance to reconnect. It's always, anytime we get together, for you guys who have yet to attend a regional or national meetup, it's like a family reunion. It really is. It's very much high energy, good vibes, good camaraderie, brothers from all over. So, and some of the wives and significant others too.
Hey, you never know who we're going to have show up,
Yeah.
We talked about when we did the pod for Shenandoah. One of the secrets, like, we got a special guest on Friday. We ain't going to reveal it. We had the mayor of Harrisonburg.
Yes.
And again, not to necessarily go back and brag on Harrisonburg, but I'm going to brag on Harrisonburg.
Brag on it.
Mayor took a pic with us 10 o'clock in the morning, and Captain Tucker did the damn thing for his seminar for mental health. By 11:30. We had one of the brothers who has interaction in Harrisonburg. He's there several times a month. He was like, hey, I don't know what y'all did, but the picture y'all took with Mayor Reed of Harrisonburg has already gone viral. Hour and a half. And then nobody from BMR posted not a one picture. But the mayor posted her picture, and she invited us. She was like, oh, y'all gonna be here Saturday afternoon? Like, oh, yes, ma'am. Well, I want to invite y'all to, our African American festival. If y'all still here, like, you ain't got to say another word. We there. And she was like, all right, I'm gonna make sure I mention y'all on the stage. Fellas, we got so much love there on Saturday at the African American Festival. everybody rocking their medals. Captain Davis from Boston gave a great intro, and he was like, I want y'all to see you and us, and we want to be hyped for y'all. And there was so much love. There's something different about having your own folks cheer you on. There's something different about your own folks saying, yeah,
Yes.
that's why I rock with.
Yes.
Never know.
Yeah.
Your boy is still working. Your boy is still working. We might have some things coming on down the pipe for Montgomery. So you don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss Trust and Believe.
That's right. Shout out to Mayor Dina of Harrisonburg, Virginia. She's a sister. She's a Delta. She's the first woman mayor of Harrisonburg, serving in her second term and running for a third term. So she's doing some things right. And she apparently has the love and respect of a lot of the people of Harrisonburg. So it's great. I even have her number in my phone. Mayor Dina. That's how I have her say. So we'll see. I know the mayor of Montgomery is Morehouse man. I do know that. Can't think of his name right offhand, but I do know he's a Morehouse man. He actually spoke at one of the commencements a few years ago. So definitely don't miss out, guys. It's a historic, more so than any of the other races. This one has very much some historical context to it. A little different, a little special to us. We participated. This is going on 4 years now that we've been showing up for Selma To Montgomery Civil Rights Race Series. Shout out to our brother Virgil James, who is the Civil Rights Race Series promoter and organizer. What's up, Virgil?
Finish line is awesome too, man. I really enjoy the finish line of that race. How we able to take all those pictures at the Capitol. Real nice there.
Yes, it is. There's a DJ. It's a party at as much as there's a party at the start, there's a party at the finish too.
Yes, yes.
Shout out to the DJ. I can't think of his name, but the boy was killing it.
Oh yeah.
And I think he's there every year. He's there every year. He's at the expo as well. So you'll meet him at the expo. And he's at the finish. He may be at the start too.
He might be. I'm about to say he got time to leave the start and go over to the finish.
Yeah, I think he might be the same DJ. I'm not sure, but
yeah, he off the chain, man.
So if you guys have any questions about Selma To Montgomery, you can always hit up brother Captain Lamar Cousin.
One other thing, JT, I'm glad you mentioned Virgil and his thing. This year, for the first time, we've got a second partner who's also associated, with Selma To Montgomery. For those who know vacation races, Salem Vacation Races are also a partner for Selma To Montgomery. So we're cross promoting, from races and CRRS. So definitely, be a part of that, be a part of, folks that, that we support, that support us as well.
Salem's awesome dude, man. He's 10 toes down for Black Man Run. And he is on one of our episodes. Remember, Lasar?
Oh, absolutely. He 11 toes down.
Yeah, he is.
It was awesome hanging out with him over at Shenandoah.
Yeah, yes, he is. Good dude.
At the beginning, and then right at the starting line, he came over and hung out with us, and him and his wife, and said a few words.
Yeah, awesome dude. And we usually see him in Selma To Montgomery anyway. He always has his vendor booth at the expo, and they have actually participated before as a relay team. He and his whole staff. So
nice.
Yeah, yes, sir. We're doing it big for Black Man Run, man. We got some good things going on. We're going to have some great things coming up for 2025. This is the first one. Stay tuned. You'll find
So-
out about those other regional races pretty soon.
So one other thing I want to add is if any of you have questions about that and you want to do a meeting with your chapter, hit me up, lamar.cousin@blkmenrun.com. I've already had one chapter hit me up and had me on one of the meetings. I'm happy to do it because again, I'm here to help educate our brotherhood and make sure that we make the most out of everything and take advantage of all the things that we have. If you need me, hit me up. I got you.
There you go. And there you have it. Brother Luciah, you ready for next year, man?
Born.
My man. My man, it's gonna be awesome, man. So this is a short podcast for tonight. That's cool. And everything. We ain't got always yep. But wanted to get you guys attention on 2025 Selma to Montgomery registration deadline, what to expect, all of that sooner rather than later. This is just October 2nd, so you got time.
But time is moving fast.
That's right. Don't waste it. So appreciate you guys tuning in continuously to the Healthy Brotherhood Experience podcast. If this is your first time seeing the podcast and you're watching it on YouTube, subscribe to the Black Men Run channel, hit the notification bell, all of that right there. You know the drill. That way you're alerted whenever we post a new podcast. If you want to check out some of our older episodes, they're all on the Black Men Run YouTube page. We're actually in season 2. Uno, dos, two. Yeah.
Or you can go to blackmenrun.com to the page, and you can also see them from the page.
Yeah. Click on blogs, as well as listen to it on Spotify
and Apple.
We range all kind of topics that affect us. We try to concentrate on physical, mental, spiritual health, and everything in between that relates to us. We got some good stuff, I think. Don't you think so, Luciah?
Oh, absolutely. We have top-notch episodes with top-notch people.
That's right. That's right. Anything, and if you have something that you would like to discuss with the brotherhood or share with the brothers, hit us up, let us know, man. You may
They can email us. They can email us, right, JT?
Yes. James.hale@blackmanrun.com, lucier.boyd@blkmenrun.com. Hit us up, let us know. That's all I got, fellas. You got anything else?
Appreciate you, brothers. Giving me some time to talk about everything. And this ain't gonna be the last you heard of me. I'm gonna be the Selma pimp now.
Okay, Selma pimp.
Now I'm gonna be the Selma pimp. Let's get it going.
Get you a pimp cup too, man. Blinged out. There you go. Gonna add some bling to it.
It's gonna be VMR, baby, no matter what.
Yeah, so looking forward to it.
Bling, 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 bling.
Bling, bling, all of that. Lucifer got his in the background. There you go. Well, that's it, everybody. You have just experienced the Brotherhood, and we appreciate you taking time out. Peace.
Deuces.
Yeah, let's see here.